It's time for a trip to that galaxy far, far away, with the much anticipated Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which is out now on PC. But if you want your love of Star Wars to be reflected in your gaming gear, the Mandalorian edition of our Astro A30s is here to answer your prayers. This stylish and versatile headset boasts low latency lightspeed wireless technology, all while showcasing your love of Star Wars. Let's not waste any more time. These are 6 reasons to be excited for Star Wars Jedi Survivor. First and foremost, we're finally getting to reunite with Cal Kestis a whole 5 years after the events of Fallen Order, and it seems like a lot has happened since we've last seen him. Most notably, that he's lost access to the Star Wars version of a razor and has grown this rather dashing beard, but hey, we're not complaining. Cal won't be alone on his new journey though. We've already had a few glimpses of the new scoundrels he'll be venturing around with, like the freelance gunslinger Bode Akuna, as well as some familiar faces like the former Jedi Knight Seer Junda. The most recent story trailer also gave us a look at our beloved Merrin and the cheeky pilot Grease, who's rocking some fantastic new hair of his own. Most of the story details are being kept pretty tightly under wraps, but we've got a bad feeling about this scary looking guy in a Bacta tank. And on top of all of that, Cal has to grapple with his new role as a Jedi Knight and what that means in a post-Order 66 galaxy. And now that Cal has shed his Padawan cocoon and blossomed into a fully fledged Jedi Knight, his connection to the Force is stronger than ever, which translates into some truly exciting new Force powers. As well as the usual Force pushing and pulling, some of the new abilities we've already seen Cal displaying includes the ability to lift enemies up into the air and even use them as shields, or in this case a portable minigun. A speedy little air dash makes traversing easier, and there's also the matter of the new grappling hook. This handy bit of kit might not be a part of traditional Jedi equipment, but it certainly proves handy in zipping across environments with style. And speaking of lightsabers, there's all sorts of new moves that Cal can do with that too. The biggest change from Jedi Fallen Order is the addition of multiple new combat stances, now that Cal has 5 types of lightsaber styles available to him, each with their own advantages and drawbacks. The traditional single blade is the most flexible and balanced approach, but the crossguard saber provides much higher damage and guard-breaking opportunities at the cost of speed. If you do want the advantage of speed on your side, however, the dual-bladed stance will accommodate for you. Then there's the double-bladed lightsaber, which is best at crowd control tactics, focusing on an area of effect damage. Although we haven't yet seen footage of this, finally there's the combination of a lightsaber and a blaster, which allows Cal to deal range damage alongside swinging about his giant laser sword. This game really is a childhood dream come true, isn't it? BD1 is back. That's it. That's reason number 4. It's just all that needs to be said. Lightsabers, blasters, and force powers might be the first things that come to mind when you hear the word Star Wars, but for us, wonderfully strange creatures are pretty high on that list too. We've already spotted a variation of a Wampa in the trailers, but we couldn't believe our eyes when we saw Cal actually riding around on, whatever this is. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order was absolutely gorgeous when it released in 2019, but it released towards the end of a console generation, meaning it was restricted by the hardware of the time. That's not the case with the sequel, however, because Star Wars Jedi Survivor will be taking full advantage of modern ray tracing technology. For those not in the know, ray tracing is a very flashy method of graphics rendering that impressively simulates the physical behavior of light in real time. The effects of this are most noticeable in reflections and neon lighting, but it also just makes most things look very, very pretty in general. Just look at some of these views. So, those are just some of the reasons why we're excited for the continuation of Cal's story in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Let us know what you're most excited about in the comments below, drop us a like if you're crushing on Bode Akuna as much as we are, and subscribe to Logitech G for more previews just like this one. If you already do subscribe, hit that notification bell and you'll always know when our next video arrives on the channel.
Now that's a dilemma.